Today we are going to read 14 Cows for America by Carmen, Agra, Deedy. This is in collaboration with Wilson Kimeli Naiyomah. He is from Kenya, and this is a true story of what happened not long after September 11th, 2001. And it's kind of an amazing story. Hopefully you can see these great pictures. The remote village awaits for a story to be told. News travels slowly in this corner of Kenya. As Kimeli nears his village, he watches a herd of bull giraffes cross the open grassland. He smiles. He has been away a long time. A girl sitting under a guava tree sees him first and cries out to the others. The children run to him. With the speed and grace of cheetahs, he greets them with a gentle touch on the head, a warrior's blessing. The rest of the tribe soon surrounds Kimeli. They are his people. These are the Maasai. Once they were fearsome warriors. Now they live peaceably in nomadic cattle herds. They treat their cows as kindly as they do their children. They sing to them. They give them names. They shelter the young ones in their homes. Without the herd, the tribe might starve. To the Maasai, the cow is life. Swoopa, hello, Kimeli hears again and again. Everyone wants to greet him. His eyes find his mother across the inking, the ring of huts with their roofs of sun-dry baked dung. She spreads her arms and calls to him, Akuna, welcome, my son. Kimeli sighs. He is home. This is a sweeter and sadder because he cannot stay. He must return to the faraway country where he is learning to be a doctor. He thinks of New York. Then he remembers September. A child asks if he has brought any stories. Kimeli nods. He has brought with him one story. It has burned a hole in his heart. But first he must speak to the elders. Later, in a tradition as old as the Maasai, the rest of the tribe gathers under an acacia tree to hear the story. There is terrible stillness in the air as the tale unfolds. With growing disbelief, men, women, and children listen. Buildings so tall they touch the sky, fires so hot they can melt iron, smoke and dust so thick they block out the sun. The story ends. More than 3,000 souls are lost. A great silence falls over the Maasai. Kimeli waits. He knows his people. They are fierce when provoked, but easily moved to kindness when they hear suffering or injustice. At last, an elder speaks. He is shaken, but above all, he is sad. What can we do for these poor people? Nearby, a cow lows. Heads turn towards the herd. To the Maasai, Kimeli said softly, the cow is life. Turning to the elders, Kimeli offers his only cow. He asks for their blessing. They gave it gladly, but they want to offer something more. The tribe sends word to the United States Embassy in Nairobi. In response, the embassy sends a diplomat. His jeep bounces along the dusty, rugged roads. He is hot and tired. He thinks he is going to meet with the Maasai elders. He could not be more wrong. As the jeep nears the edge of the village, the man sits up. Clearly, this is no ordinary diplomatic visit. This is a ceremony. Hundreds of Maasai greet the Americans in full tribal splendor. At the sight of the brilliant blood-red tunics, the spectacular beaded collars, he can only marvel. It is a day of sacred ritual. Young warriors dance, leaping into the air like fish from a stream. Women sing mournful songs. Children fill their bellies with milk. Speeches are exchanged, and now it is time. Kimeli and his people gather on the sacred knoll far from the village. The only sound is a gentle chiming of cowbells. The elders chant a blessing in Ma as the Maasai people of Kenya present 14 cows for America. Because there is no nation so powerful it cannot be wounded, nor a people so small they cannot offer mighty comfort. That is the end of the story, but there's a really neat note about Kimeli in the back of this, and how he grew up in this village in Kenya, and about how sacred their cows were to keep them alive. He says when he was older, he was able to go to America to study, and many Americans took him into their homes and took care of him as if he was their own child, just like they would in his village. The people showed him so much kindness. He was in New York City on September 11th, 2001. What happened that day was devastating. Many people were left without their mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters. Like countless others, I watched brave firefighters and police officers risk their own lives to save people. My warrior heart could not sit still in me. I wanted to do something to help. My childhood heart told me what to do. Offer a sacrifice in the way of my people. To heal a sorrowing heart, give something that is dear to your own. I had saved enough to fulfill my dream and buy my own cow. I decided that the cow was a symbol of life to our people, would be my offering to the grieving Americans. But some pains are too big for one chest to carry. I would ask the elders in my village to bless the cow, to make it special so my gift might take away some of the sadness from the American hearts. I returned to Kenya the following spring and told the story of this tragic tragedy in New York City to my people. When I presented my gift for a blessing, they offered it. They not only offered the blessing, but they offered 14 cows they blessed that day. It was a great moment in my village. We were helping to heal the people far away. When the American ambassador and his wife came to our village to accept the cows, the Star-Spangled Banner played over the loudspeaker during the ceremony. Although my people did not understand the song, they stood along with the American and they placed their hands across their chests. Seeing hundreds of Maasai standing with him in respectful silence made the American ambassador cry. His tears caught the Maasai by surprise, and we all were swept up by the deep emotion of that moment. A connection between the two cultures had been made. We felt we had taken some of America's pain into our Maasai hearts. These sacred healing cows can never be slaughtered. They remain in our care in Kenya under the guidance of the revered elder Mizi O Yamapoi. The original 14 have calved, and the herd now numbers over 35. They continue to be a symbol of hope. From the Maasai to the brothers and sisters in America, the Maasai wish is that every time America hears the simple story of 14 cows, they will find a measure of comfort and peace. And this painting is in New York City at the museum for September 11th.